Today is Sunday, September 29th, and this is another update on my progress beating the S&P 500 along with Bill Ackman's Pershing Square holdings. I do make these videos every Sunday and Tuesday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Since my last update, I did sell 20% of my Costco position. Costco reported their earnings the other day, and at the time it was my second biggest position, so I wanted to downsize my position before they actually reported. The stock has done very well this year. Right now, it's at a 36.11% gain, and I've seen where a stock will be doing really well and they'll post pretty good earnings, which is what Costco did, and then the stock still goes down a little bit. So that was my reasoning behind trimming 20% of my Costco position. I also did open up 3 new positions. I took 5% of my portfolio and opened up a short position in AMC Entertainment. I then put 4% of my portfolio in a Walmart and another 4% in a Hasbro. So this is what the AMC chart's gonna look like right now. Since it's a short position, I'm essentially looking for the opposite of what I normally would look for. So right now the price is below the 5-day, which is also below the 15, which is going to be a bearish signal. From where it's trading right now, it would only have to drop 3.37% to get below this support level. On September 19th, the National Association of Theater Owners, which is an industry group that represents North America's movie chains, such as AMC, Regal Cinemas, and Cinemark, announced that they were going to be spending $2.2 billion to kind of renovate the movie theaters across America. They said that it's going to be a 3-year investment, so it's definitely not anything that's going to be happening anytime soon. And I just think that by the time they get this done, almost nobody's going to actually be going to the movie theaters anyway. So this would be more of a long-term catalyst that they're not going to see any benefit from in the short term. And I'm not aware of any short-term catalyst that would drive this stock any higher. So ideally what I'm looking for is it's going to drop the 3.37% and it's going to fall below this support level. After that, I would be looking for a major drop like this, like what happened towards the middle of March. And then I would close out my position. And this is what the chart for Walmart's going to look like. This green circle represents where I opened up my new position. Since then, the price has slightly fallen below the 5-day, but it still remains above the 15. Since the beginning of the year, Walmart's up over 50%. It could trade a little bit above or a little bit below, but I think it's going to pretty closely follow this trend line all the way to the end of the year. And from where it's trading right now, that would be just above a 10.5% gain for the remainder of the year. So there's a good chance that I end up holding this position, unless of course something changes that makes me think this isn't a realistic opportunity. This is the first page of all my current positions, which is showing 13 out of 18. My top 5 right now is going to be General Electric, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, and Costco, and those make up 31.93% of my portfolio. In the past, I've tried to keep my top 5 positions right around 40% of my portfolio, so there is a chance that I end up using some of the cash that I have on hand to increase some of my top positions to get them closer to that 40% mark. And this is the second page, which is showing my remaining 5 positions. Right now, I have 87.79% of my portfolio invested, which means I have 12.21% sitting in cash. And like I just mentioned, there is a good chance that I'm going to be looking to spend that 12.21% to increase some of my top positions. Since Wednesday, my portfolio went down 0.45%. The S&P 500 saw a 0.05% gain, and Pershing Square saw a decline of 2.23%, which is going to bring us year to date. My portfolio has a gain of 21.85. The S&P 500 is at 20.99, and Pershing Square on the year has a gain of 7.2. That's going to do it for today. I do make these videos every Sunday and Tuesday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on Tuesday.